be sour. Clap for your 9-inch champ and feel the power. It's a new day. Yes, it is. I need a New Day intro because why the fuck not? And I'm not a 2-time tag team champ of the world, but hey, I'm allowed to go and do whatever fucking intro I want because, well, it's my fucking channel. I just don't have the unicorn horn and all that other shit. But this is going to be a video response to the one, the only ReviewTechUSA. His video will be in the description down below, so go and click on it, watch and all that shit. And he made a discussion piece that I thought, you know, I would love to do a video response to this, because this is one of those things that I've talked about numerous different times, and obviously I'm an opinionated ass motherfucker, so the video seemed like a good idea. His video is titled, If Competing Companies Can Get Along, Why Can't Fanboys? And that is a damn good question. So when you go and hit up Rich's channel, watch his, leave comments about nipples. If you aren't very privy to his channel, then that's just going to go over your head and you're just going to assume I'm a fucking weirdo. And if you don't already know I'm a weirdo, you must be new to the channel. Welcome, I'm AlphaOmegaSin. I'm going to be your host for this pleasure cruise. Okay, on to the point. If competing companies can get along, why the fuck can't fanboys? That's a very good question. Something that I've been wondering for a long time. Something that should be addressed, and I think that I've come to a lot of conclusions about this, but I don't know if any one conclusion is the right one because, well, circumstantially, it's different depending on the individual. You see, I've noticed that over the years, any industry out there, not just video games, any industry out there is going to have fanboys of some sort. And I realized that they ended up attaching themselves to these brands, to these companies, to all of these different things, and that's what they use to make themselves have an identity. They comprise themselves of all the shit that they're into, and they think that's what makes them an individual. So that's why they become so intimately attached to all of these things. Well, I really like console games. Fuck PC gaming. Well, most consoles nowadays are kind of just like low-end PCs. And it's just a computer. Are you really upset at computers and people playing games on computers now? And they really are, because they love these things so much. And that makes up their personality. But that personality is shown to have flaws in it like no other. Having a preference and being a blind, ridiculous, idol-worshipping fanboy are two completely different things. I, for example, have a preference towards survival horror games and RPGs. I don't think that every other genre or subgenre within gaming is suddenly a lot worse or not fun or interesting or needs to be attacked, or the fans of said genres and subgenres need to be attacked because I have a preference towards those, because that would make me a fucking lunatic. I have a preference towards PlayStation consoles, because typically that's where most of the games that I'm interested in are at. But I always have all the consoles at some point or another. I mean, 32-bit generation, when the PlayStation premiered, that became my go-to console, and still today, that's my all-time favorite console. But I love the shit out of the Sega Saturn and the Nintendo 64. Both of these systems have given me hours of joy. I own both. Current generation right now, I have an Xbone, I have a Wii U, I have a PlayStation 4. I play the PS4 the most. And I play the Nintendo Wii U less than the PS4. Oh, I guess I think Nintendo is suddenly a worse company, and I hate Nintendo fans because I have a preference. No. That's fucking idiotic. And only a stupid fucking ignoramus would come to such a conclusion because they think that everything is black and white. And that's it. It's either you're very left or you're very right. And this illusion that they've cast on the entire scene is... It's gone on far too fucking long. And I get that there's no way possible for me to get everybody to be hunky-dory and happy and sit around going kumbaya about gaming and shit as 8-bit and 16-bit and 32-bit sprays just go and dance around the flame. But it's something that it would be nicer to see people engage in less online toxic warfare against one another because, you know, well, PC gaming master race here, and by the way, I'm not going to bring up the fact that most of the games that I play on PC happen to be emulated console games because, the redundancy, that runs a bit too far, so I can't go and say that. And also, I'm measuring my dick based off of how much RAM is inside the computer. It just, I can't, I'm very lonely. Oh god. I can't get any satisfaction from my Intel processor. It's really not good. And they're fucking sad. Like, it's a computer, man. Like, quit trying to fuck it. Same thing with console gamers. You sad sacks of fucking shit. Your console isn't giving you any love. I don't give a shit about how many accessories you attach to this. It's still just a controller. That's all. It's still just a console that you shove fucking discs into. Get over yourself. The people that will sit there and bitch and whine and complain, oh yeah, well, a Nintendo 3DS is better than a Vita because of sales. Well, on the console gaming scene, everybody's sold better than a Wii U. Well, you can't use that argument. Why are they saying that? Please stop that. And you see this shit. You see it going on all the time. I've seen so many cancerous comments, and I laugh at them because what else can you do? I don't even feel sorry for you. I just want to mock and ridicule you because you're a fucking idiot. And too many of the bleeding hearts out there, you shouldn't make fun of them. Shut the fuck up. I'm gonna make fun of you too. I'll make fun of any goddamn thing that I want. It's my fucking channel. I'll say what the fuck I want. I'll do what the fuck I want. You don't like it, you're uncomfortable with it, you don't respect it, you're not interested in it, don't watch. You see that? Hell, every single thing in this world has fanboys, and they ruin it all. Look at comic books. How many times have I seen Marvel versus DC arguments? Marvel makes better movies, while DC makes better animated movies. Well, Marvel has better characters, while DC has better written characters and villains. Shut the fuck up! They exchange all these authors and artists all the fucking time. They're so goddamn interchangeable. It's the same exact industry. Shut up! Like comics. I mean, I like fucking Dynamite, IDW, Dark Horse fucking comics. I see all this shit, I'm like, what about Image Comics? You know how many other things that are out there and they don't give a shit? I like the comic book industry. They bitch and fucking complain. I see a self-cannibalizing metal scene of people bitching and whining and complaining about bands and fucking subgenres all the time. Well, you're not a real metal fan because you like this. What? Well, you don't like this because, well, it's too big of a fan base, so I mean, liking anything that gets popular after a while, it doesn't make you a real fan. Who the fuck comes up with these stupid-ass fucking rules? And, I mean, I can't even get into, like, the Android versus iPhone arguments, the Mac versus PC arguments. I mean, take anything out there. There are fanboys of it. And it's always that vocal minority of fans that end up making the rest of the fan base just feel like shit about saying, hey, I'm a fan of this. But you see that loudest example that everybody will look at and assume, oh, well, that's all of them. That's what represents this entire fan base. And it makes you cringe and you're just dying inside. But that's the truth. That's what it's like. I mean, I've seen fans go and ruin enjoying something for plenty of people out there. I've even fallen prey to that multiple different times. And while it's easy to say, well, you shouldn't care, it is so hard to fucking ignore some of them, and it just makes you look at the characters of something and the worlds of something and the lore of something the same exact way because you just see what the fuck they do to it, and you're just like, ugh. Oh, you don't even want to go near it. I mean, how many times did I see fucking Pokemon and Digimon arguments online? And I just want to stop and say, you were arguing about Pokemon and Digimon for hours. You've just made death threats about somebody liking one console more than the other. I should know. I've had it happen a number of times. I mean, nobody out there is ever satisfied and happy unless they are echoing your exact thoughts. Well, you aren't saying what I'm thinking! Ah! And they freak out. So then they're trying to go and dox you. They're trying to go and physically threaten you. They're trying to go and do this shit because you like something more than what they like. It just, you don't like it the same way that they like it. You like something that's different from what they like. Nobody can accept that there's differences in the world, and that's because they closely associate all the things that they're interested in to them personally, and they take this shit to heart. Onto a different level. I've seen people get super fucking offended by those who emulate games. They aren't stealing anything that's fucking new, just emulating old games, and they freak the fuck out. I've seen old school gamers go and patronize it and bitch and fucking argue about how all new games are shit! All new games are horrible, and just old stuff is good now. It reminds me of those old people, back in my day, only those things were good and everything after that isn't good. Asinine. Anytime that I see it, it's fucking facepalm worthy and laughable. And that's how it should be looked at. We're talking about an industry that we all love, and we all have that in common. Yet none of us can see that one common thing. And we go and we just divide everything up, and then divide it up further, and then we decide to go and just fight for no reason at all. Shut the fuck up and just play some goddamn games. Shut the fuck up. Quit being a fucking blind, idiotic fanboy and go enjoy some games. For the amount of time that people go and take to bitch and argue and whine and complain about somebody else's preference, they could be out there and enjoying the shit that they are arguing on behalf of, but they aren't. They're sitting there trying to go and take the piss out of everybody else, and it's foolish. I can go on for hours about this because it's a phenomenon that I think is worth looking into, and anybody out there like myself that is ever taking even the most minute interest in studies of the mind, this is something that's fascinating because it's so common. And again, this isn't new, mind you. It's been like this for years, and it's something that can apply to tons of different industries. But it's just fun to talk about because this is within gaming, and you just hope for change, but it's not going to come because people don't want to change, because they don't even see these flaws in themselves. Well, now that I'm done being all deep and thought-provoking and all that shit, I should just get back to making dick jokes and talking about all sorts of fucking necrophilia and video games and all that shit. I'm gonna go play World of Final Fantasy in a little bit, and then eventually after that I'm gonna play Pokemon Sun and Moon when that shit arrives in the mail. Yay! Anyway, this is AlphaOmegaSin, as always, nerds, nerdettes, and gamers game the fuck on!